One fine summer day, Vincent, driven by his creative muse, set out to paint the beautiful landscapes that adorn the countryside. Armed with his easel, brushes, and a quirky sunflower pattern hat, he strolled through the meadows, seeking the perfect spot to immortalize on his canvas. As he got lost in his artistic reverie, Vincent's stomach began to growl. Realizing that he had skipped breakfast, he decided to head into town to grab a quick bite. He spotted a lively cafe with a sign that read, "Pierre's Delights, the art of French cuisine." Vincent entered the quaint little cafe and was greeted by the charming and affable Pierre, the owner. The tantalizing aroma of freshly baked croissants filled the air, making Vincent's hunger even more pronounced. He ordered a sumptuous breakfast platter, complete with croissants, pastries, and a steaming cup of coffee. While Vincent waited for his meal to arrive, he gazed around the cafe and noticed a group of local artists chattering and laughing merrily at a corner table. Intrigued by their camaraderie, he decided to introduce himself and join their lively conversation. "Bonjour, my friends." Vincent greeted them, his eyes twinkling with excitement. "Ah, the legendary Vincent van Gogh." "Welcome," exclaimed one of the artists, raising his glass in a toast. The artists were thrilled to have such a renowned painter in their midst and urged him to share stories of his artistic adventures. Vincent happily obliged, regaling them with tales of his travels, artistic struggles, and eccentricities that had made him an enigmatic figure in the art world. Amidst the laughter and anecdotes, Vincent noticed one of the artists, Jacques, a mischievous troublemaker with a penchant for pranks. Jacques had a glint in his eye that immediately piqued Vincent's curiosity. As breakfast arrived, the conversation shifted to lighter subjects, and Vincent savored the delectable food before him. He couldn't help but notice that Jacques kept staring at his sunflower patterned hat, wearing a sly smile on his face. Just as Vincent was about to take a sip of his coffee, Jacques leaned in and whispered, "Vincent, you see that guy sitting across from us? He's been admiring your hat for quite some time now. He's planning to steal it as a souvenir." Vincent's eyes widened in alarm. "Oh, really? We can't let that happen." Jacques, relishing in the mischief, continued, "I have a brilliant idea. I'll distract him, and you can quickly swap your hat with mine. He won't notice the difference." Giggling like schoolboys, the two artists executed their prank plan. As Jacques engaged the unsuspecting admirer in a riveting story, Vincent swiftly exchanged his beloved sunflower hat with Jacques' hat, adorned with an assortment of feathers. Feeling victorious, Vincent sat back, convinced they had successfully thwarted the hat thief. However, much to his dismay, he soon realized that Jacques had played a prank on him too. The feathers on Jacques' hat were so ticklish that Vincent couldn't resist bursting into uncontrollable laughter. The entire cafe turned to look at the eccentric painter, doubled over with mirth. Laughter filled the air, and even Pierre, the cafe owner, couldn't help but chuckle at the hilarious sight. Vincent's infectious laughter spread through the cafe like wildfire, turning it into a riot of joy. As the laughter subsided, Vincent took a moment to reflect on the absurdity of the situation. He realized that sometimes in life, we get caught up in our own seriousness and forget to embrace the simple joys and humor that surround us. Vincent's misadventure with the hats reminded him that laughter and lightheartedness are essential for a balanced and fulfilling life. From that day on, Vincent carried the feathered hat with him as a reminder to find humor in the little things, even during the most challenging times of his artistic journey. The moral lesson of the story is that life is too short to take everything seriously. Embrace the moments of silliness, laughter, and camaraderie, for they bring color to our lives, just like the vivid strokes of a painter's brush. And never underestimate the power of a feathered hat to tickle your funny bone.
Thank you for listening. For more stories like this, please consider subscribing.